It's 4:35 and I'm finally done, but it doesn't really justify how much we did today. There was just so much going on. All right, so it's been kind of hectic today. We just did a cabbage with an aortic valve replacement, and I got to place my first IV.
Long story short, I put the breathing tube in the patient's esophagus. Yeah. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Matt. I'm a third-year medical student. I'm currently on my rotations. Right now I'm on psychiatry, and this video is going to focus on the highlights and some of my lowlights from my anesthesiology rotation. And that was actually filmed about a couple months ago now. I've just been getting super behind and just slacking pretty hard, honestly, on uploading stuff. But anyways, without further ado, let's jump into my month on anesthesia. So I made my lunch and then I couldn't find my lunchbox, so let this be a lesson. You should probably prepare the night before and not the morning of. So I got my badge. Officially finished with the first day. Came out just as it's about to start raining, so thankful that I beat the rain at least. Pretty interesting day. I saw a bunch of like colonoscopies, bronchoalveolar lavage, you know, which are things that, I mean, you kind of just learn about up until this point, and it's just cool to see them in action. So good morning everyone. It is Tuesday, July 6th. The sun is not up. It's about 6:10. We've got a cardiac day today. We're doing some cabbages. Should be pretty exciting. All right, people, we are done for the day. It is 5:06. I saw 2 open heart surgeries today, which was just unreal to see in person. You know, watching the surgeon cut the person's chest open was just like crazy. All right, so it's been kind of hectic today. We just did a cabbage with an aortic valve replacement, and I got to place my first IV, which is pretty awesome. Only took me 25 months of medical school to get 1 IV down. I'm basically an expert at this point. Yeah, what's that? Oh, IV? You need an IV? Okay. Step aside. Let me do my work. So I missed my exit and I had to make a U-turn. I was coming in hot and I did not realize that this coffee mug still had coffee in it. And it just spilled all over my seat and my stethoscope. Lovely. So being on anesthesia this month, I get some special privileges. And by special privileges, I mean being able to park in physician parking, which, not gonna lie, feels pretty good. All right, we're officially done for the day. Today was mostly similar to Wednesday, where it was epidurals and spinal anesthesia. But today I also got to see some open heart surgery. There was a cabbage done, and the anesthesiologist did a transesophageal echo, which is essentially an ultrasound of the heart through the esophagus. And I got to watch like the physician assistant kind of dissect out the saphenous vein in the leg.
which is really, really cool to see.
Good morning. It's 5:18. Let's go. It's currently 6:08. I'm headed to the hospital because what else would I possibly be doing at this time? Sleep?
It is now 3:33, finishing up this last cabbage, and honestly, I'm hoping I can just leave before it's over. We'll see what they say. All right, so I checked in with the anesthesiologist, and the patient's on bypass, which essentially means they've got all the blood out of them and it's being perfused and pumped through the patient's body by a machine, and their heart is essentially not operating, or their lungs. And for that time, we're kind of just hanging out. The perfusionist is doing a whole lot of stuff, and we're doing a whole lot of nothing. It's at least a 2-vessel, if not a 3-vessel bypass, and it's gonna be like probably another hour before we head back in there. So he just told me I can get out of here. So I'm out, finally hitting legs today, baby. Let's go.
All right, good morning. Good morning. It is 6:23. I have no idea what we're doing today. All I know is we have some lung cases and we have a electrophysiology case. I don't know if it's an ablation or a pacemaker or what, but either way, welcome to the day. Let's get up and get at it, people.
It's 4:35 and I'm finally done, but it doesn't really justify how much we did today. There was just so much going on. There were like 3 rooms going at all times. Tons of add-on surgeries. An emergent chest trauma. I'm fried. I did 2 intubations before 11 o'clock, which, I mean, for me is pretty good. I'll take that all day. I put in an IV. Just a crazy freaking day. So anyways, I'm heading out now officially. 4:37. Gonna go home and legit probably play some video games, watch videos and pass out, wake up. I'm back at 7 o'clock tomorrow for a full day on endo. We're gonna be doing colonoscopies. I don't even know, I can't even think right now, but I literally had a coffee like barely 2 hours ago, and I can barely keep my eyes open. Woo! That's what I like to come home to, baby. Let's go.
Is that going to be video?
It is Monday, July 19th, my last day on anesthesia. One of my highlights from last week that I don't think I told you guys about is it's about 7:30, walk into the OR. There's a surgery for endometriosis. And the CRNA looks at me and is like, "You gonna intubate this patient?" I was like, "Sure." Long story short, I put the breathing tube in the patient's esophagus. Yeah. This is a learning process, people. You don't become a master at intubations unless you've intubated a few esophaguses before, you know? I mean, who hasn't? Who hasn't? So as far as I know, today is an EP day, so electrophysiology. Can we talk about how just flattering these hospital scrubs are? I mean, sheesh. You have to complete the look with the surgical cat. Whew. I know. So today's been interesting. We've had a patient who was an IV drug user who had endocarditis and they had vegetations on their tricuspid valve. So it's kind of like classic presentation with an IV drug user. They commonly get the bacteria, clumps of bacteria on their valves, tricuspid valve being the main one. And that was the case in this patient. So today we've been on electrophysiology, kind of bouncing back and forth between doing ablations and pacemakers, and then we've been doing transesophageal echoes. 3:45 and we're out? Okay. So it's 4:45 and I locked my keys in my car. So I had to order a Lyft to come scoop me. I don't really know what else to say. All right, it's officially my last day on anesthesia. It's a bit bittersweet, but it's been an awesome experience. We're on OB and I don't know, we're gonna be doing TEEs and bouncing back and forth between some other stuff. Officially my last day with the legend in the flesh, Dr. Palma, baby.
Last day, baby. Good job this month.
Let's go. All right, we are officially finished with our month on anesthesiology. And I had a blast. This rotation was so much fun. And it just, for me, it kind of encompassed everything that I want to get out of a medical career. Procedures, a wide breadth of cases. Every day could be completely different from, you know, a day on OBGYN where you're doing epidurals, spinal anesthesia, you're doing emergent C-sections. And in your downtime, you could be shadowing neurosurgery rooms, or not shadowing, covering. You know, like, there's just so much, so many aspects, different aspects of medicine that anesthesia is involved in. And that's what I really love about it. I don't feel like I'd ever get bored in that field. So I had a blast. This month was great. I'm so glad I took this as my elective. I give anesthesia a 10 out of 10. I'm not crossing anything off my list. I'm still open to most fields of medicine at this point, but I really think anesthesia is awesome. And I could definitely see myself going into it. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, I hope you all liked my video. If you did, show me some love, hit that like button. And subscribe to my channel if you want to see future videos. I'm going to be posting a lot more often, not every 2 months. And if you want to see kind of more of what I'm doing on the day-to-day, follow my Instagram. I'll put the link here or there somewhere. I don't even know. I don't know how to do that.
yet, but I'll figure it out. I'll put the link somewhere. I post more of my day-to-day. Today, or this month, I'm on psychiatry, so I'll be posting stuff about psychiatry on there. So go check it out. So anyways, stay tuned after this video if you wanna see a little preview of my month on orthopedic surgery. But other than that, I will see you all later. All right, so it's been a crazy day in the clinic. It's 4:40 right now. We have every room filled downstairs. I am on my way to remove some sutures from a patient's arm. He had a shoulder arthroscopy done. So I'm gonna take his sutures out. Had someone who had a really bad finger fracture earlier and was taking his sutures out as well. He was screaming in the clinic, which was unfortunate. I mean, obviously the guy was in a lot of pain, but just a crazy day. So